It's your boy, The Marvelous Knight, coming at you with another review. This time for Marvel's Black Widow. Uh, so, again, this is going to be spoiler talk about this film. If you have not seen it yet, please exit your nearest exit. You've been warned. You've been warned. So we're going to dive into this film. Here we go. So Black Widow is a movie that should have been made beforehand. Scarlett Johansson should have been given her own personal movie. We should have had Black Widow. This should have been Black Widow something something, and then we should have been watching Black Widow something something. The lack of trust in female lead films needs to be trusted more. Scarlett Johansson did Lucy. That is, I have never seen that movie up until this year, and I was blown away. Surely she did Avengers and Iron Man, all that stuff beforehand, but I think Lucy came out, I want to say in 2012 or something like that, or 2013, right around the time she was doing Avengers and Iron Man, right? That movie was awesome. I think it got good reviews, whatnot. I really don't care what these top critics say anyway. But she should have been given her movie before y'all killed her off in the end game. And then y'all come back and y'all do this. Because, wow. Marvel, y'all never disappoint me. That's why anything y'all put out, I have very high expectations for, and I'm never let down. Ever. Never let down. Florence Pugh, I think if I'm mispronouncing her name, I'm sorry. Love her. I fell in love with this young lady when she played Paige in Fighting With My Family. It was the true story of the WWE superstar Paige, and that was produced by The Rock. Love her. She played Elena, Natasha Romanoff's sister or whatnot. David Harbour in this film is hilarious as the Red Guardian. Oh my goodness. Dude has me crying, laughing. My favorite line that he says in this movie, he's telling Elena about a story about his father when he was little. Now he was trying to catch a fish, but he fell in, and his hand was starting to get frostbite. So his father, in his words, he went toilet on my hands. Cracked me up. Like he is hilarious as Red Guardian. The Taskmaster. I knew from the get-go that it was going to be a gender swap plot twist, that Taskmaster wasn't going to be a dude like he is in the comics. I forget his name. But they kept the character Taskmaster true to nature. Even though it was a woman, they kept it true to the comic book, how he mimicked anybody's fighting techniques. He's fluent in fighting and stuff like that. They kept that. So a lot of people had an issue with it. I didn't have an issue with it. I loved it. So, in case you wonder what Black Widow's about Natasha Romanoff. First off, it takes place in between Captain America Civil War, pretty much right after that, and in between Avengers Infinity War. So right up in that gap, that's where this takes place. basically Natasha's on the run. She goes back to, I think, Russia or whatnot. Uh, Reunites with her sister. Then they've discovered that someone from their past, Dreykov, is still alive and kicking it, and still the Red Room that both of them were put into when they were little girls, and what they had to go through and become these deadly assassins. And all these women are getting kidnapped at a young age and being turned into widows. So they go off. Natasha teams up with her sister, reunites with uh, her mother, their mother. Well, it's not their real mother and their real father, and they're not even real sisters, right? But they're a family. Red Guardian, David Harbour's character. So they all reunite and they go to take off Dreykov, right? So this didn't feel like a Marvel movie to me. It was darker, it was gruesome. And did the Russo brothers direct this, or did the people that direct the Captain America Civil War fight scenes? Because the fight scenes in this are phenomenal, just as good as Captain America. I said not Civil War, Captain America Winter Soldier. That's what I meant to say. The fight scenes are dope, but this did not feel like a Marvel movie. It was darker, grittier. Like I said, the fight scenes were just dope. What else? It was a little sad, it had the little moments. I mean, Marvel can get you some sad moments. We see what happened in the game, right? And stuff like that. But this did not feel like a Marvel movie, and it shocked the hell out of me. I was already expecting this to be good, but it was better than I thought it would be. And it pissed me off because the fact that Scarlett Johansson is a brilliant actress, and I think she can carry a action film or a spy film or anything like that because she's just equipped for it. And it's mostly what she's known for now is action movies. She's pretty much the rest of her career and her life, she's gonna be known as Black Widow, right? Yeah, she's gonna have other successful projects, but she's pretty much gonna be known as Black Widow. And she delivers. And for Marvel to wait this long because they didn't trust the female lead in a film or whatnot, that's my personal opinion. I feel like they just didn't trust it that she can carry a movie on her own, and she could, right? And it took the successes of Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel to to get this. We should have been got this. This should have been Black Widow 3 or something like that. Before you killed her off, because now it's like she had so much more to offer. That character, even though she shined in Avengers, she was a big part. She was in Iron Man, she was in Captain America, and stuff like that. But she didn't. I feel like personally, she didn't get to shine enough that she should have shined. You know, I pretty. I hate that y'all did the love interest with the Hulk. It should have been Captain America because in the comic books, that's who she falls in love. That's who she falls in love with. That's who she has children with. In the film, well, in the film, she can't have children, so I wouldn't know how that would work. So I guess the Hulk. It still don't make sense to me, Marvel, why y'all went that route. But anyways, this was a great film. Um, like I said, I was very intrigued of the fighting scenes. They were just phenomenal. Uh, I like how you connect the dots to, Civil War. Matter of fact, let's go back even before Civil War. So let's go back to the first Avengers where they capture Loki and Widow's in the room interrogating Loki, and Loki's telling her could she wipe that much red out of her ledger, Dracov's daughter. That scene right there comes back full circle, and when you watch it, you're like, uh. And it all revolves around her and Clint Barton, aka Hawkeye, played by Jeremy Renner, but he wasn't in the film. Pretty much as like footage and photos uh, that they showed him. But it comes back to Budapest or Budapest. Yeah, they don't know what they want to call it in the film, but I think Budapest sounds right. But it could be Budapest. Who knows? But all that, right? And just to remember that line from Loki was just incredible. So I like how they, at the end, if they connect Infinity War, we fast forward to the present day where Black Widow is dead. They setting up the Hawkeye TV show with Jeremy Renner and Kate Bishop, and Miss Elena is going to be a part of that because Miss Valentina, who, if you guys, I don't know if you watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier, she showed up, in that series, recruited the fraudulent Captain America, aka U.S. agent, and I guess it appears Elena was working for her, and now she's putting lies in Elena's head, saying that Hawkeye is the reason why Black Widow is dead. So now we're going to have confrontation in Hawkeye. Now, excuse me, if that doesn't get you excited for this TV show, I don't know what does. And Marvel's been hitting it the ground running. I mean, like dust off in the wind. And I am loving what they're doing. This movie was great. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. It is a 10 out of 10. There was nothing wrong. The pacing was great. The action was great. The story was awesome. The jokes were freaking hilarious. David Harbour, man. I mean, just everything about this movie worked. The score was great. Everything. This is a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. I'm giving this. And that's pretty much it. I think I covered everything. I loved it. From Avengers to Captain America Civil War to Infinity War to present day, and we no longer have Natasha. We saw that she does have a grave. I don't know if they went back and got her body. I don't know how that works, but she does have a grave. But that's it, man. I mean, I loved it. I can't wait till the rest of the stuff Marvel has planned come out. I'm there. Expectations are, so I'm ready. So let me know what you thought. If you've seen the movie, what did you think of the movie? Put it down. Let's get in the comments. Let's talk about it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, Space Jam and New Legacy reviews up on the channel. Let me know what you thought about it. Hey, night out.